Welcome to FullSquad Podcast, the best fucking podcast in the world. We are the best podcast in the entire world. So basically, what today's subject today is going to be, what does life want for you? You know, I've been talking to a lot of people, you know, kind of catch up, or just even with some random people, like, you know, hey, how are you doing? Oh, I'm okay. You sound like a bitch. Just okay. Do you not understand how easy your life is? Oh, it was a hard day at work, you know. My boss made me do this. Shut up. Your life is not that bad. There are people who are poor, have literally nothing. There's people getting fucking blown to smithereens in different countries. There's people who have literally terminal diseases, and you're bitching about something that is so minute compared to all the other shit that other people go through. There are literally kids dying in war, innocent people losing their lives. There are people who woke up that same morning you woke up and didn't come home. They're dead. And you're complaining about a bad day because some person made you feel some type of way or whatever. That's fucking completely insane. You should not be complaining about that. Like, if someone, your significant other or some super, super close relative, family member, if they passed away, definitely understandable. But if you're just having some shitty ass day and you're really gonna let it affect you, when there are bigger things that could be affecting your life, and you're obviously letting this shit seriously affect you, you might have to just like sit down and think. Excuse me. You have to sit down and think, like, should I really allow these stressors to stress out my life? No, you shouldn't. Stop being a bitch, suck it the fuck up, and get over it. Don't let it stress you out. That's why I don't have gray hairs, because I'm young, hot, and sexy, and I don't let shit stress me out, you know? So what does life want from you? So basically, I got some notes down because I went to Cali, and like I said, I was talking to these people, and I was like, you know what? That's what my next podcast is going to be about. It's going to be about life, because I think a lot of people need to hear this and be like, okay, yeah, you know what? This guy's right, because he's got the best podcast in the world and shit like that. So anyways, I'm going to read what I wrote down from my notes. I have some fucking bullet points and stuff like that. So basically, how to get the best life, and how do we go about getting the best life? Because we don't want to roam out there with no path, no guide on how to get there. So basically, we have to become goal-oriented, because God doesn't make mistakes. And happy Thanksgiving, by the way. God does not make mistakes. God has given you a life that you can either learn from it and you can also grow from it. I don't think God has put us on this earth to suffer, especially when we've been given an opportunity like we have today. I have a roof over my head. I'm doing podcasts for you guys. And with that being said, I am creating a life that I want to create for myself. And it takes steps. It's a step by step, day by day, just achieving something and be doing something each day to move towards your goal. That's how you can get the life you want, but you have to put in the work. Things do not come easy. It's not an overnight thing. It's just like when you work out. You don't really see that progress every single day. You see it over a very, very long time span. And then, like, you've been putting in the work, you know, sweating it out, suffering it at the gym, you know, and people are going to be like, holy shit, like, you look really good, you know, like, what are you doing? I'm just going to the gym, you know, eating healthy, drinking a lot of water, staying away from the sugars and shit like that. You know, people see it before you do. So you just have to work towards your goal and just do something every single day. So comparing yourself to other people's success, why is it something you shouldn't do? Who should you compare yourself to? When it comes to success, what do people see? So basically, You can't compare yourself to people who are already successful. You have to compare yourself to the person you were yesterday. You have to do something better each and every day. That's the only person you should be comparing yourself to and stuff like that. Because we can't be like somebody else. You have to be your genuine self. Like, I can't fucking compare myself to one of the guys who's been doing podcasting for 10 years. I can admire to be like them, but I can't compare myself to them. I'm my own person, so I have to be my own person. That's why we're the best fucking podcast, obviously. So the iceberg illusion. So basically, people don't really fucking know how big icebergs are, but they're huge. It fucking sank the Titanic. So basically, under the water, it's a big ass iceberg. So basically, this is pretty much the best description I can give you of an iceberg. So right here, you see this little label. This is the top of the iceberg. And under the label right here is the rest of the iceberg. And people don't see how big this fucking rock of ice is. They don't see that. They think it's just some little bitty ass rock of ice floating in the ocean until they hit it. And then boom, it's, Titanic all over. Shit's massive. So basically with the iceberg effect, you got underneath the water, so you got all the hard work, the sacrifice, the failures, the lack of sleep, the frustration, everything. And then at the top, you see the success that you have achieved because you didn't quit. That is the iceberg illusion. That's pretty much what the people see when it comes to successful people. And if you're smart and had 2 brain cells, you would understand and know that they had to go through that. But majority of the fucking people only see the fucking top of the iceberg. Oh, this guy's successful. Like, he must have got his family's money. No, bitch, I had to work for it, so you should too. Anyways, hard work beats talent when talent isn't working. There are a lot of naturally talented people out there and stuff like that. And you've been gifted, but I think Michael Jordan, he wasn't a really good basketball player, but guess what? He went to practice every single day. He worked absolutely hard every single day. I think his stats are something crazy, but they're not really too good or something. But he worked really, really hard to get where he was today, and he became Michael Jordan. And that's pretty much a broad view of hard work beating talent, like when you don't have any time. So basically what I jotted down in my notes was we're all talented in different ways and in different areas. But if we want to learn something and become better at it, we must put in the hard work and we want to learn it. Even when times get hard, you must not quit. Like, when you start something, don't be a bitch because it's getting hard and you just want to give up. Don't fucking give up. You don't deserve that. And you can't give yourself that because the shit is getting rough and you're like, okay, I can't take all this stress. No, when you start something, finish it. That's just how you should. So don't quit. Don't give up on yourself. And there's also this thing I kind of came up with also too. It says, what is the bricklaying in terms of doing something each day towards your goal in a way to become better at it? So basically with that being said, each brick is going to be a certain task that you achieve every day to come closer to your goal. Give me a second. That you do something each and every day. Let's just say I'm working out. And I'm like, you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to do one more rep. All right, the next day I'm going to do another rep, get an extra rep in. So instead of doing 12, I'm doing 13. And then the next day I'm going to do 14 or whatever. So basically with each brick or things that you do to become better, you are basically building a house, basically. And then when you look back on all the shit that you achieved, that you actually did, you can look back and be like, damn, I built a really nice house. And that house it's a very nice house, but it's built off the things that you have done every single day to become better, to be better, and to do better. So that's pretty much what the brick lane method is, I guess you could say. Kind of came up with that. It's pretty cool. I like the analogy and stuff like that. So, you know, you have to you have to really work on yourself and basically become very, very goal oriented and move along that path as well too, because there's a lot of people who want to achieve things, but they don't know how to go about getting their goals done. So writing down your goals out on a piece of paper and moving towards your goal daily is something that you could do. So if you need help with that, you can all find types of sources online on methods of moving towards your goal and everything. So uh, some daily habits that will allow you to become successful, because successful people do have daily habits. They just don't wake up and start scrolling mindlessly on TikTok, Instagram, you know. So, i.e., making your bed in the morning, going to the gym, sticking to a diet, reading 5 to 15 minutes a day, positive thought reinforcements, drink water, drink a lot of water, and stay away from the sugar. The sugar is the devil, and it will kill you quicker than fucking cancer and diabetes will. And when you start doing those daily habits and getting into a routine, you'll start your mind or whatever will be like, okay, well, I just achieved this goal. That's why you should make your bed. It's literally the first thing you should do in the morning. Because if you don't, I mean, who wants to come home after a hard day and get into a nasty ass fucking bed? Nobody. I fucking sure don't. And I wouldn't like to anyways. So making your bed, and we call those basically the first goal. And then it's just like these little things that it's like, what the fuck am I looking for? You're like callousing your mind from procrastination, because if you just wake up, start mindlessly scrolling on TikTok and whatever, drinking soda, watching TV, you're just gonna be a fucking lazy slob all day. We don't want that. We want you to become successful, and we want you to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. We want you to become rich. Even though I'm not rich yet, I will be rich one of these days. I'm gonna keep saying that because that's where I'm gonna move, and that's how I'm gonna live my life. Also, go to the gym. Strong body equals a strong mind, in my opinion, because when you're on that last rep and you can barely get it up, and you can tell yourself, you give yourself those positive reinforcements like, I can do it. It's just like with running. I can keep running. I'm tired, but I know I can do it. And you're working on your body too, because when you look in the mirror, you can sit there and say, I look good. I'm happy that I look good. I'm going to keep working towards this stuff. So, sticking to a diet. You don't want to be fat. Reading is very important to read as well, because not only does it help you with speaking, it helps your brain, and your brain is a muscle too. So you should also work on that things. If you don't use it, you will lose it. Just remember that. So muscles do degenerate. That's why you see like older people having a hard time doing certain things, because they don't work out as much. So if you haven't developed a plan or a workout plan, please develop a workout plan. Start getting in the gym. Start doing some push-ups. Do whatever. And drink a lot of water. Stay away from the sugars. That shit will kill you. So basically, another thing too, positive thought reinforcements, which I'm going to get into right now. So how powerful is the subconscious mind when it comes to your daily thought patterns? Does it play a role in how your life will play out? So basically, your thoughts are how you live your life each and every single day. If you live your life believing you're a fucking peon or a loser, that's exactly how your brain is going to steer you towards your life. Your brain and your thoughts is basically like a steering wheel, basically. So you have to start with like the positive thinking, like positive thinking reinforcement. So like you can sit there and wake up and be like, what fucking analogy can I come with with this? Oh, like I suck or something. Like No, you don't suck. You may feel like you suck, but you can be like, you know what? I don't suck. I'm an awesome person. My friends like me and shit like that. I don't suck. Or you can't sit there and tell yourself, I suck at writing papers. No, you can sit there and say, I'm not the best at writing papers, but I am getting better. Because you don't want to sit there and bash on yourself. Your life sucks already as it is. So why just make it worse with just negative thoughts, you know? So you have to be positive to yourself. I mean, don't fucking lie to yourself neither, you know what I mean? Because you can always become better and you can always do better. So get those positive thoughts, reinforcements in, and start making your life better. Start telling yourself that you're going to change. Start telling yourself, if you don't work out, you know what? I'm going to start working out because that's what I need to do for myself. Health is wealth. So please start thinking more positively if you can. Because if you don't, you will only start thinking in a negative way, because there's already too much negativity in the world. Like when you talk to people, when they get to wake up, and when most people don't get to wake up, their day is okay. So basically, you literally need to tell yourself that you are thankful for waking up today. That's the first positive thought you should have. Like, thank you, God. I woke up this morning. And, you know, just be very thankful for that, because gratitude and thankfulness will get you very, very far. Also, too, the 5 sums of your friends that will dictate how your life will be. There's some term saying, show me your friends and I can show you your life or whatever. So you have to choose your friends wisely. You know, if you're hanging around a bunch of losers, fucking thieves and shit, or bums, or people who have no real ambitions, they're basically going to rub off on you. And you don't want that to happen. That is literally like the worst thing you can do. Especially because you're going to have those influences of your friends fucking lingering off of them onto you. Let's just say you want to start eating healthier, right? And you got that one friend who's just fucking eating like shit, drinking sodas, eating pizza, all in front of you. It's going to be super hard to stick to a diet, basically. You can say, oh, well, no, I can do it. Shut up. No, you can't. You need to fucking really change your friends. Even if it sucks, you got to sit there and tell yourself, like, look, you're my friend, but like, I'm going to have to like basically step back from this friendship, because you should want to tell yourself like, hey, I want the life that I want, and I can't allow you to hinder that from me. Like, I get it. We've been friends for a very long time. We've been through shit. You've been there when I was down. I get it. I'm still going to be your friend. I'm just going to be here from a distance. You need to do that because it is very, very critical. You are running out of time. You're getting older. And the older you get, the harder it gets. And you might get a break and, you know, get lucky, win the lottery, whatever. But you have to start now. You're running out of time because no one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself, and you have to start moving towards your goals. You have to start making something of yourself, starting school, starting that paperwork. You have to do that. And the people like your friends might be like, you know what? College is dumb. They might influence you. I'm not saying you have to drop them for that, but just don't hang around bums or people who don't have any ambitions, or like low IQ people, because that shit will definitely for sure freaking linger off of them onto you. So you're the sum of your friends, or your friends' assets or liabilities. If their values don't align with yours, stop allowing yourself to be friends with them. Stop holding on to friends who don't add any value to your life. Because with that being said, everyone has morals and values. Like, I get it. You might have that one friend who's funny, who lifts your spirits up, but like in the process of being funny, he's just like rude, or he or she is just rude to other people, just fucking complete dickheads or whatever. Like, you don't want to be around that, you know? You need to have people who are adding value to their life, who can teach you something, who can support you, you know, and shit like that. Those are the friends you need to have around you. And I know it sucks, but you have to do what you got to do. And somebody once told me, hey, pimping's not easy, but someone's got to do it. So you have to care more for your future than what's in the right now also too. So you can't be looking at the trees. You have to look at the entire forest and be like, okay, this is where I see myself. Sorry, bro. Sorry, girlie. We can't be fucking friends anymore. And another one, on to the next bullet point. No one cares about you. Get that through your fucking dumbass skull. No one fucking literally cares about you, about how you fucking dress, what the fuck you look like. So basically stop fucking caring about what other people think about you. That's basically what I'm saying when I say no one cares about you. I'm not saying that your mom doesn't love you. Of course your mom loves you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying most people get caught up in thinking about, oh, she doesn't like, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. No one gives a shit about that. So stop fucking caring what other people think about you, because surely they do just not give a fuck. They don't care. So basically, like, in 15 days, the person you were so desperately worried about how you looked, about what you were going to fucking wear, they probably won't even fucking remember your name. And definitely a month or 2 or 3 months, they won't even remember what the fuck you look like. So why does it matter what do you care about what people think about? Just get that out of your head and just stop giving a shit about that. You know, if you're out here making content on YouTube and stuff like that, there's 8 billion people in the world. Your views are going to align with other people. Yeah, you're going to get that backlash and you're going to get that hate. So what? You know what? You get one fucking life. Try to have the best life you can get, or that you can obtain for yourself through with hard work. People get lucky, but work hard and, you know, become something and become a somebody. You don't want to be a nobody for the rest of your life. And stop caring so much about other people. It's really not worth it. It's just you're gonna get into that thought pattern like, oh, should I do this or should I do that? It doesn't matter. Do what makes you happy, and that align with your morals and your values and the stuff that you're working on and the content that you're producing. So those are like some of the things of trying to get a better life. Also, too, I'm not done. God, I'm not sure if you believe in God. I believe in God. And if you don't believe in God, cool. Those are your beliefs. But I believe in God, so I can kind of correlate the things to me. I grew up in a church, and I'm very thankful for that. Having God as a foundation of your life is very important. So basically, God is like a guide. You know, he gives you direction. He wants to see you very successful, because God doesn't make any mistakes and stuff like that. I don't think God has put us on this earth to just live a miserable fucking life like some of you guys are living. Like you shouldn't do that. You know, you should try to make God happy. You should also try to make yourself happy and stuff like that. I think he wants us to become successful. He wants us to give him a lot of praise. And a lot of people are very, very blessed to have made it today, in today's age, 2023, because there are a lot of people who didn't make it today. So you need to have God, and a lot of people need to get right with God as well, you know, because there are a lot of people who need God and don't have God, and they're out here acting all crazy, out here killing and shooting people. So please, put God in your life. If you do believe in God, but you're not as close to God, you know, pick up a Bible. That can be your 5 to 15 minutes of reading today or each and every day. So you can start that. God has blessed you, and he wants the best for you. And another one is appreciate your life. And it keeps going full circle here. I don't know if you noticed that, but it keeps going full circle because, like I said, a lot of people don't make it. And a lot of people aren't promised tomorrow. So why keep being around that negative headspace or negative energy and stuff like that, you truly have to appreciate each and every single day, because tomorrow's not promised and the end of today is not promised. There are people, like I say, who wake up expecting to go home, go to the fucking gas station and get fucking robbed and get shot by some fucking piece of shit, and don't make it home. It sucks, but it's the fucking world we live in. It's horrible. So please appreciate everything that you have today. Tell your family that you love them. Tell your friends that you love them. It's very important. I tell my friends I love them every single day, every time I get off the phone with them. I tell my parents, because you never truly know when that person's last day is. And you'd be like, damn, I was just literally talking to this person. Now he or she is dead. So please normalize telling your friends that you love them. And even normalize telling regular people that you love them. You don't have to sit there and be like, oh, I don't actually really love you. It can come from a genuine place in your heart that you have love for people, Just like when you fucking see a fucking stray dog or a stray cat, you immediately want to help them. Do the same with people and, start being kind, because there's too much hate out here in the world. And we need to start with ourselves, and we need to start being kind to others, and teaching the next generation how to be kind. You can be kind and you don't have to be naive, so stuff like that. And change your negative thoughts, because there are a lot of people who are just always thinking negatively consistently. So fix your thoughts patterns and stuff like that. There are a lot of books on the subconscious mind on how to do that. It's just like putting up sticky notes around your house, and every time you see those sticky notes, you just kind of read it. You can sit there and say, I'm beautiful today, because there are a lot of genuinely beautiful people who don't feel beautiful. They'll be like, no, I'm like ugly or whatever. No, don't be so hard on yourself. Tell yourself you're beautiful. There are a lot of people that sit there and say, oh, you're so cocky, egotistical. Look, bitch, I got one fucking life. Why would I sit there and tell myself I don't look good? I probably don't look good to other people, but this not their fucking life. So who the fuck are you to tell me what the fuck I look like? I'm the sexiest man alive. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what the fuck you think or how you think about me. It's not your fucking world. So you can be that way, but you can always be humble at the same time. You don't have to go around and be like, I'm fucking better than this person, than that person. No, you don't have to be like that. You can still be kind and have the best fucking life, because you only got one life. And don't live a life of being some fucking subpar person. Man, tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself that you can fucking do it, because you can do it. And you are beautiful. You're beautiful in God's eyes. Your life is beautiful. Those are the things that you definitely need to be conscious about. It's just giving yourself those positive reinforcements, saying that you can do it. You have to be your own motivator, basically. You have to motivate yourself to start. Like, you might be fat today, but you put in out hard work because you kept telling yourself, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do it. I'm going to fucking start working out. And eventually, like I said, your mind is like a fucking steering wheel. You start saying stuff and you start doing things when you tell yourself you do it over and over. And they say when a thought is like something, but when you speak it, it kind of comes to reality and stuff like that if you say it over and over. So basically, reinforce your mind with positive thoughts and be your own motivator, and motivate yourself to start your life and start achieving the goals that you want to achieve and stuff like that, because it's very, very important, super important that you do. You have to motivate yourself. Even when you don't feel motivated, still do it. And that's where that discipline comes in at, because when there is no motivation, because motivation can die, but if you have discipline, you don't need motivation, because you know you're going to get up and you know you're going to do it anyways. And that is the discipline most people do need now these days. It's just to get up and go do it. go achieve that wonderful life that you see yourself doing. Cause you'll be fucking driving around. You see that car that you deserve or you want. If they can do it, you can do it. There are literally fucking dumbasses richer than you. They're literally dumb and they're richer than you. So you can't sit there and say, well, why can't I be like them? You can. You just have to work hard. If some dumbass putting stupid shit on YouTube and TikTok, rich as fuck, I don't see why you can't be rich. I don't see what's stopping you from having a nice car, the bad bitch, the Lamborghini, the nice house, going on flights, traveling the world. If they can do it, you can do it. Just put in that hard work and just don't quit. Don't quit. That's the big, big one. Do not quit. Do not give up on yourself. You need to always be moving forward and striving to be something better, doing better, because you owe it to yourself. You owe it to your parents. You don't want your fucking parents to be, they'll be proud of you no matter what. But you don't want to be like, you don't want to be average, Your parents should be like, they should look at you when you come up to the house, you should be taking care of your parents, retiring your parents, and they should be like, you know what? I am so thankful that I got to raise this wonderful child of mine. She's doing everything I couldn't imagine. He or she, it doesn't matter. You want your parents to be proud of you. And that should be more than enough fire right there to be like, you know what? I'm going to be the best version of myself. I'm going to stop being lazy. I'm going to stop doing drugs. I'm going to fucking go to school. I'm going to start working on something because I want my parents to be proud of me. And more importantly, you want you to be proud of you. So when you look back at those sacrifices that you made today, you can be like, damn, I'm glad I tuned in on FullSquad podcast because he was spitting some real shit, and I listened to him. You know what? Thankful. Best podcast in the world, That's why we're the best podcast, because we want to become a beacon of positivity. We want you to become, I don't even say we, I want you to become the best person you can be. And it starts with you. So stop quitting, be the best person, be a good person as well. Because there's already too much hate, be a respectful person and act like you got some manners and develop some morals and some values. Start reading the Bible. There are a lot of good scriptures in the Bible. And they also have a Bible app, which they have these things on there like, how are you feeling today? Are you sad? Are you angry? You can find all that stuff on the Bible app. For people who do believe in God. For people who don't believe in God, you can always find some things that do align with you morally and stuff like that. But I myself compare it to God because I believe in God. And to recap, no one cares about you in a sense of like what you do every day or how you dress or the shit you put out, on the internet, like content wise for like the YouTube creators and stuff. Make sure you analyze the people you hang around with. Don't hang around bums and people who just do bad shit. Your conscious minds and your conscious thoughts play a very, very big, big role on everything. So please be super, super conscious about how you think and what you tell yourself. Also, your daily habits, make sure you develop really good habits, making the bed, drinking water, shit like that. Work hard and don't compare yourself to like some big time celebrity or some person you inspire yourself to be. Compare yourself to the fucking useless person you was yesterday. So we are out, guys. Thank you for tuning in and watching this podcast on YouTube. The best fucking podcast in the world. I love you guys. And please tune in on the next podcast. If you haven't hit the subscribe button or the follow button, please hit that shit. I want this channel to grow. We're on the road to 1 million subscribers. Even if it fucking takes 20 years, I'm not quitting. You shouldn't fucking quit on yourself. Never fucking quit on yourself. You know, where's my fucking shit at? Let me find this shit real quick. But yeah, don't quit on yourself, man. Fuck is it?
I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on.
There it is. I'm not fucking quitting, guys. So I love you guys, and you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and be thankful every day that you get to wake up.